Salford Lowry to get a few minutes with comedian and general nice guy Ed Byrne. Hi Ed, it's great to meet you.
Hello there. How you going? Hope you don't mind. They're just sound checking the intro and outro music for the show. I hope that's not going to be a problem.
You're at the start of your If I Wanted store. How's it going so far?
It's going great actually. It's actually going very, very well. I'm very happy. This is actually, believe it or not, I know it's very easy to say this, but it's the best show I've done in 10 years. I mean, you try every time you do a show, you try and make it as good as you can, but with the best will in the world, some are better than others. This one is better than most of the others that I've written, you know. So yeah, it's actually, it's dare I say it, it's easy.
Before becoming a comedian, you were a horticulture student at
Strathclyde Uni?
Yes, that one. I couldn't pronounce it.
Yeah.
How did this lead to comedy?
How did I get into comedy?
Yeah.
Well, when I was at college, I used to do a bit of entertainment stuff. Like I was involved in the entertainment committee and running stuff, and so I used to host karaoke's and pub quizzes and things like that. And then I also ran for election as the vice president, and I had to stand up in front of lecture theatres and do speeches. So I got a kind of feel for it then.
A lot of people think that comedians are only successful or any good when they get on TV. How do you feel about this?
I don't know, I think that's changed a bit now with the internet. You know, people can build up following without doing any TV. Certainly, when I was starting out, TV was pretty much the only route on. Even when people would talk about somebody like Eddie Izzard, the comedian who doesn't really do TV, I'm like, oh, but that's how I know him. I haven't seen him on TV. I think as well, I think the whole panel show thing has become quite an efficient comedy delivery system. Whereas, again, it used to be, apart from If I Got News for You, panel shows were considered quite naff. I think nowadays with Mock the Week and QI and you know, 8 out of 10 casts are considered a bit better, a bit cooler nowadays. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's, I think there's a number of different routes now, podcasting and doing stuff like this for people to get their name out there.
You're credited with the most appearances on Mock the Week. Are there plans for more?
Yes, I've got another. I'll be doing a couple in the summer. I can only do 2 in the summer run because I'm doing this tour. But then in the autumn, I'm doing another 4. So yeah, that's still half of the ones they're recording.
You've made plenty of jokes about politicians on Mock the Week. Have you ever met any of them?
Jeez, have I ever met any politicians since I started doing Mock the Week? I don't know that I have. No, I don't really run in such rarefied circles. I used to know a guy who was a Labour politician. I actually went to college with a guy called Jim Murphy, who got in, you know, in the sort of Labour landslide, the Tony Blair Labour landslide, and he was in represented Glasgow, Glasgow East, I think it was. So I knew him, and other than that. No, not really. Apart from like doing, you know, Have I Got News for You.
You did a show with Dara Bree in The Great Big Adventure, and you have a good rapport. Are you good friends?
Yeah, we're very good friends. We were best man at each other's weddings. He introduced me to my wife, so that's, you know, I think that's as close as you can get. It's, yeah, we get on very well. We actually do occasionally go on holiday together. In fact, we were supposed to go skiing together last year, but you know, somebody in his family broke their arm.
How good was it to be on Top Gear?
That was a laugh, yeah. But being on it was one thing. Beating Dara on the track was really what it was all about. I mean, I didn't care. I mean, I was, you know, happy to have come in faster than Tiny Tempa, but really, it was hammering Dara's arse into the ground was really what it was all about. Not that I'm competitive or anything, you know. But it's like, I can have something. Let me have this at least.
If you could do your comedy career again, is there anything you would do differently?
Is there anything I would do differently? I don't know, maybe. I would certainly try and write down or make a recording of every joke I ever wrote. There's stuff over the course of the 26 years or whatever I've been doing this, there's stuff that I've just forgotten. I had a guy, he was doing a gig And he phoned me up and he asked me could he use a joke that I used to do, could it just really fitted the audience that he was going to be going up in front of. And I said, dude, I forgot I ever wrote that joke. I mean, he'd remind me, like, oh yeah, that's right, that's mine. But I never would have told that joke again in my career because I just completely forgotten it. And he just remembered it, and I just realised there's probably loads of quite funny stuff that's just gone that I should have remembered. So yeah, I wish I'd been better at keeping records.
What do you do to relax?
I drink. Sorry. I watch. You know what? It's boring. I watch a lot of TV, but I also, if I get the time, I like to go hill walking. That's my thing. I like to go into the Highlands in Scotland and go Munro bagging. Munros are the Scottish mountains above 3,000 feet. I'm trying to knock them all off. I'm nearly halfway through.
Do you have plans for more acting?
Nothing immediate. I always fancy it. Last thing I did was a radio sitcom of an adaptation of the Spike Milligan book, Cocoon, which was pretty good. I enjoyed doing that. Radio's easy because you don't have to learn the words. You just read it off the script. It's the most cheaty form of acting there is.
I like to tell jokes. Can I tell a few of mine?
I beg your pardon?
I like to tell jokes.
Oh yeah, I'd lay it on me.
Never buy shoes off a drug dealer. I did. I've been tripping all day.
Tripping all day.
My dog chases people on a bike. It got so bad I had to take the bike off him. I saw a transvestite wearing a miniskirt. That showed a lot of balls. That's the Indian interview. Thank you for sparing your time.
No, not at all. Thank you.